Good morning. Look at that sunrise. Now, hopefully there's not too much wind on the microphone. It's going to be a windy day. Welcome back to another adventure. Welcome back to Balmedie beach. We decided to come to the beach because the wind is going to be around about 40 mile an hour up north, as in around Peterhead, Fraserburgh. So we're a little bit closer to Aberdeen. We've got some sand dunes behind us. It's more of a sort of coming across really from the west, so we're hoping we're going to be a bit sheltered here. But what a start to the morning, the sun coming up. Well, welcome back to winter fishing. Big jacket on. It was about 9 degrees this morning, not as cold as it has been, but yeah, it definitely feels like autumn isn't lasting very long. Now, I've got a bait in the water. Well, I've got several baits in the water. I've got my usual flatty rig on. Got my usual rod out, the one that I broke on White Hills. I've re-whipped the eye back on, so the rod still lives. Perfect. Today I'm fishing with quite a heavy lead. I've got a 5 ounce on with 6 of the little prongs on the grippers. Hopefully it holds in the surf here, but you've got to give it a try. So I'm glad you joined me on the beach for another session. Let's get on with it, eh? See you in a bit. Just going to give you a bit more of that sunrise as I'm setting up. That is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. And maybe just spin you around a little bit. And that's looking north up the beach. It's probably a bit dark on the camera at the minute, but we'll give you another show when the sun comes properly up. But for now, that is absolutely lovely. You can't complain at that. I just can't stop filming that sunrise. That's beautiful. I'm just getting the second rod set up. It'll be a similar sort of flatty rig, salted mackerel bait. Sooner we get the second rod in, sooner we got a chance of maybe picking up a little flounder or two. Now that's both rods set up. I've got the Rovex reel here. This one's, I think it's £20, could be 15, could be 20, on the Advanta rod. I've got this other reeler here. What's that one? VP. I think that's one of the WSB tackle reels. That's got £15 line on. Again, the Advanta rod. As I said, that's the rod that I broke the other week. And then up the top there, starting to move a bit in the waves, but I've got the bells on so we can hear if anything's going on. Standard flatty rigs, they're those ones with the size 4 hooks. Well, mainly size 4 hooks, because 1 or 2 hooks either went rusty or broke off, so they've been replaced. So it's a real mix, to be honest with you. It's a rig that I've had for over 12 months. I've been using it, and I just keep recycling it, putting a new hook on and a new snood or something like that. So a bit of a mix and a match, that one. And the other rod is a rig that I found in the bottom of the box. That's got some green beads on it, those sort of luminous things, and small hooks. And the hooks, I think, came from Lidl, those crivet hooks. So quite small. I just thought we'd try something a little bit different. So we've got some size 4 hooks and some small hooks, just to see what's here. In the past, when we fished this area, there's been dabs, flounder, and I think we might have had a turbot from here as well. I'm expecting flounder, to be honest with you. When I said we, over there behind me, over my shoulder, Gordon. So we're back out on the beach again together. It's a bit of a regular thing, to be honest with you. Once a week we get ourselves out. Now, got a couple of dogs hooning over here. Gordon, dogs, mate. So I've got to go and get things out of the way because we've got some dogs coming. I don't mind dogs. I mean, I love dogs. I've got D, you know, but I just wish people wouldn't let them come and get near the fishing gear, you know. Hey ho, it's a free beach. So that's the trap set. Might as well have a coffee. See how we get on with those. As usual, with the amount of swell that we've got, it's quite hard to see the bites, but I've got the bells on, so hopefully we can see the bites and get them registered. Right, I'm going to keep my eye on these, and I'll leave you to sit there for a minute. I think it's time to fetch the first rod in and just see if the bait's still there and what's going on. There could be a fish on it, but I've not seen any action at all, you know. Always takes a while to get these 6 grips out. Sounds like you've got a squeaky reel handle. Gordon's kindly picked up my camera. I don't think there's anything on here, to be honest with you. But let's check. No, nothing on this time. So that was the first cast. Bait's still out there, so that's good. I'll get some fresh bait on and give it another go. Some people ask about this, how I've got things set up. It's just a few beads, and that sort of luminous thing is a bit of a floaty thing. Just a size 4 hook onto one of those crimp swivels, and we started off live with half a dozen of these on the trace, and I think we're down to 4 at the minute, and that's the gripper lead there. That's the setup that's just been out and hasn't caught anything. It sometimes does. That's that one back out again. Let's get the bells on it. Peanut butter and banana sandwich for breakfast. I'm being outfished by Gordon today. You need to go and have a look at his channel. He's catching. I haven't so far. But I think what's going wrong is that the bells that I've got on here are faulty. That's why they're not rattling. I think it's the bells. Yeah, that's what it would be. Faulty bells. In fact, Gordon gave me the bells. So I just decided to fetch this one in. Going to sharpen the hooks up. I'm laughing because it's so small. Now, gonna hold that really close to the camera for you. I was thinking perhaps I'd need to, there might be a bite on the other rod now. I was thinking I might need to sharpen up the hooks a bit, so I was winding it in for that, and sure enough, gonna have to get the disgorger out, I think. Tiny fish, we'll sort him out. It may well be small, but it's very, very welcome, because it's got me off the blank. What a delightful little fish. It's even got a few sea lice on it that we'll fetch off. So yeah, and he's small. but off the bank. So let's get this one back. There he goes. Usual helicopters going out to the rigs. Yeah, it's going out. Look at that smile. First fish. So I had a feeling that because I've used these several times, the hooks may not be as sharp as they should be. So I'm just using this little sharpener on them. Bit fiddly to do when you've got a bit of mackerel on your fingers. So just using a little file. Just make sure they're nice and sharp. So the rig's working because we've had a fish on it, and I've had the bait scoff down here. But because the bait's gone, I think we might have needed to sharpen up the hooks just a little bit. No point in fishing unless you've got a sharp point on your hook. Nice. That'll do just fine. Let's get these baited up. I think that'll work better. Right, that is hook sharpened, bait's freshened up. And we'll send it back out. I've sent that one out quite a way. It might be too far out. You never know. Sometimes the fish are following the tide in. We've got an incoming tide for another couple of hours. So I could have cast too far out, I don't know. The sharper hooks should make a difference. We're catching a few, that's the important thing. Well, a few, one. Come on, Phil, one. Hey, you didn't tell me I'd still got my head torch on. I'd forgotten I got it up there. Right, this rod I'm going to fetch in and check the bait, but when I recast it out, I'm going to try and put it a little bit closer in. I've got one rod quite a way out, and just going to get this other one a bit further in, just see if I can find where the fish are. So we'll get the bells off this, because they rattle like nobody's business when you're winding in. Bit of a repair job on that. It's a bulldog clip, rusty old bulldog clip, and the bell on there. The plastic thingamajig broke, so I just stuck that on. Now I don't know if the microphone will break up a little bit if my back's turned to you. I've broken out the gripper lead, but I'm going to do the wind it in slow trick, because sometimes that'll pick a fish up on the way in. So let's have a little look what's going on here. The bait seems to have... We've still got bait on the hooks, but there's not a lot there. Could have had some fish activity. Oop, that's the other rod now. Could have had some fish activity, or it might be crabs, don't know. Let's get it rebaited. These hooks, let's say this one was the one with the coarse fishing hooks, so the small and the sharp. So I think this one should be fishing okay. I made one of these and gave it to Gordon. He was saying it's a pretty good rig. He likes it. I'm not sure if he's got it on today actually. I'll get this one baited up and cast it back out. Well, that's the second rod out, and I've put that one a little bit closer in. More of a gentle lob than a cast. So we'll see how we get on with that. The other one's still out, quite a way out. Cast that to, I suppose, just where the waves are starting to break. I think it's quite deep here. I think there's quite a bit of water, because the beach shelves off quite a lot. What a gorgeous day. I needed it today. I needed to come out, feed my soul, go fishing. That's what it's all about. Just getting out, watching the rod tip. Catching a few fish, mind. Then he had one. Still smiling though. Can't beat it. You can't beat it. I do love fishing on the beach. We've done this thing about the harbour series, really. I call it the harbour series, but it's just a bit of a playlist of some of the harbours that we've been fishing recently. So there was Port Knocky, Finecty, White Wells. We've also fished from Port Errol. Yeah, fished quite a lot, really. So I've just put them all together in a playlist, so if you want to look at that, I'll put a link in the description. There's a helicopter going past. There'll be somebody coming home from work there. They'll be looking at us thinking, yeah, 3 weeks on the rig and now I can go out fishing. Yes! Ooh, bit of a knock there. That's interesting. That's on the close in rod. Maybe I'm fishing too far out with the other rod. Much more of a jiggle than that slow movement in the wave. Yeah. Let it develop. Let it develop. Bit of a change up. As you can see, got this rod over here. We're fishing down here, and I just decided that I've moved this rod down to this point. Now I'm just changing things up a little bit because I'm not getting get my words out. I'm not getting as many fish as Gordon, so I'm making some changes. No competition, no competition. The other rod I cast out shorter, and I've already got a bite on that, so I'm letting that develop. But whilst that was happening, I've changed this. I've got what I call a lemon sole rig, but they're quite small hooks, and 6 of them. And it's not been used before, so I'm going to give that a try. But I thought I'd just move it a little bit further down the beach, just to see if there's a few more fish down this way. You never know. Sometimes the fish can just be in a hollow or something somewhere. There's not quite as much wave action here, so there may be a bit of a deep hole or something that potentially fish are in. So I've got the bells on here, set it up. It can sit here fishing on its own for a little bit. I'm going to go back over there and have a look at the other rod and see how that's getting on, because it definitely had a bite.
I love it, thanks. I like the one that just stand right up.
Yeah, South African style. So it probably won't nod for us now, but it definitely had a little bite there. The number of times I've stood trying to film a rod with the bite. Hours of footage, and it rarely happens. Just whilst I was walking back from one rod to the other, I noticed this. It's a ruddock, which is a small parton. The other rod's got a bite on it. Gordon's pointing to me. So it's a ruddock, a small parton. It's alive, but I don't think it's very well. But we'll put this back, warm it up a bit of action anyway. I think there's something on the other rod. I heard the bells go, so I'm going to wander over there. Yes, yes! Let's take these bells off. Just clip them on my ovies for now. Ovies? Waders, man, waders. I think there might be something on. Could be a nice fish, I don't know. To see, what have we got? Have we got anything? I can't see for the light. Oh yes! What have we got? It's a trout! It's a trout! Look at that! Yes! Gonna have to get this unhooked. Can you just hold that and I'll wet my hands?
Okay.
Right, so I've got my hands wet, which makes it even more slippery. Just caught in the corner of the mouth there, look.
Is that sea lice on it?
Yeah, we'll see if we can fetch them off for him. Oh, hang on, hang on. Stay calm, stay calm. Yeah, look at all those lice. You see them all? Poor lad's covered in them, isn't it? Wow, sea trout. Yeah. Don't want to muck about with it too long because it needs to get in there. I think they're mainly free, they just wash off, I think now. There's one on its gill plate there, that's got it.
See the damage it's made?
Yeah. Right, and there's one there. Got him off now. What a lovely fish. So,
Yes, yes,
let's wait for that right moment. And it's away. Just shot off. Yes! Sea trout.
well done.
Well, I've not had many fish, but it's great to have a sea trout. Whoop. The swell's quite powerful. Right, let's get it baited up and get it back out. Yes! Well done, mate. Gordon's caught something as well. Wow. Sea trout. I'm still buzzing. I'm still buzzing. That's made my day. What a lot of lice on it. Gordon and I managed to scrape them off for the poor old thing. So it went back nicely. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But the rod certainly went with a proper bang. And I thought, that's probably a good fish. Gordon's just shouting that the flounders have got some sea lice on them as well. I'll keep my eye on this rod behind. All the excitement of the sea trout moving down there. I did wonder if there was a bite on this when I was taking that rod over to there. All right, that's great, isn't it? Buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Yep, beautiful day. It's what fishing's all about. What an adventure. Right, just come running over here because this rod had a serious bounce. Gordon's saying something came up to the surface. It may be another sea trout. It's hard to say. I hope it's still on.
Come on.
Did it loop up? Let's just keep our eye on that. It actually looks like it's going down the beach rather than the way I'm winding it in. There's something there, yes. Oh, it's a trout, another trout. Yeah, it's another trout. Might be a weaver, mind out. Yeah, it's a weaver, watch that. Don't get near that. Oh, other rod's going now. Right, I've just got to wipe my hands. Just got to get my hands wet. Right, just got to get your hands wet with these. It's also covered in lice again. Oh, come on, steady, steady. Oh, 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 got a hook in me. That's better. Well, it's another one with lots of lice on it.
Look at the damages.
Yeah, the gills here, look. Do the best we can. I don't want to hold it out the water too long, you know. Right, let's get this one back. The other fish is a weaver. Whoop. Whoa, the surf's getting up a bit. Let's sub it back. Well, that one went. Yeah.
I've never seen anything before.
It's the first one I've ever caught. Be honest with you. Right then, folks, it's absolutely covered in sand at the minute, but this is a weaver and it's got this spike here. Can't quite see it. Mind yourself, mind yourself. But there's this dorsal thing here that you can see coming up. That, if you get that in you, that's the end of your fishing for the day. That is awful, that. Horrible, horrible things. So I'm just going to get this hook on here and I'll shake it off.
Oh, the spike's up. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that spike. I'm taking absolutely no chances. None at all.
It's like a seal.
It is, isn't it? So there you go. You film it this way and you can see the colours on it, look. So there's the colours on it and there's that spike. Right. So, whoop. Some of you will be saying I'm a big wuss, but tweezers is the way to go.
Oh, in Scotland we just grab a hold of them.
What a session. 2 sea trout, and they were different fish before you even say it. Similar size. Fetched the lice off both of them. And as I say, the second was the weaver. That is actually the first weaver. I'm pointing this at you. Oh, how rude. That is the first weaver that I've caught. I dealt with it very carefully. I've seen them before. They're the sort of things that hide in the sand, and if you're paddling with bare feet, it's absolutely horrible. It's a really excruciating sting, I'm told. I've never had it, fortunately. So just shook it off the hook with the tweezers, picked it up by the tail and popped it in. So a weaver. I don't know if that's a big weaver, small weaver, who cares, but the sting will still get you. Right. I need to get baited back up. The other rod went with a big bang, so I did see it jump whilst we were dealing with this one. I'll fetch that in and have a look at that because there might be something sat on there at the minute. So let me get this one sorted out, checking for dogs. Let me get this one sorted out and yeah, we'll catch some more. Exciting. Yeah, it started off a bit slow. I got a very small flounder and I just wondered how it was going to fish, but it's starting to come on a bit. It's now about 9 o'clock, so we're about half an hour before high water. Yeah, good time. Now, while I was dealing with weavers and sea trout down there, this rod kicked over. I don't know if there's anything still on it, but I think we ought to wind it in and have a look. As far as I remember, this rod I cast in a bit closer. I had been going a bit further out with things, so it may well be that we've got something, I don't know. Well, the rod certainly jumped. Whatever it was, if it was a fish, has got off. If it was the wave making it bounce, well, that's how it is. It's fascinating how just making a change and moving one rod down there has completely changed the session, really, hasn't it? Wind's picking up again, I think. Let's just untangle these. I'm using very fine snoods on here. Maybe that's why we're attracting the sea trout, I don't know. Anyway, got a bait missing there and a bait missing there, so it's highly likely that whilst I was managing things on the other rod, this one has now lost the fish. I don't know. Oh well. Let's get some more bait on it. That's what you do. Oh, interesting. I've lost a hook. So I'm on about 8-pound break-in strain snoods. So yeah, I lost a hook. Right, I'll rebait, get them back out again. That's the second rod out again. I think I lost a good fish because it took the hook. You can't be in two places at once. We're dealing with the sea trout and a weaver up there. But this rod certainly bounced, and when I came to wind it in, 2 lots of bait had disappeared and 1 hook's gone. That could be a problem with a pre-tied hook from Lidl. They're whipped on hooks rather than the spade end hooks rather than the eyed things, and the whole thing's just disappeared. It might be a faulty hook, but the rod certainly had a good bounce. Well, can't complain. What a day. What a day. Enjoying it. What's not to like? Oh, I'm going to show you down the beach. Look at this. That's what I call a beach. Just a couple of people way down there walking dogs. This beach runs all the way up to Newborough, and beyond Newborough it goes up to Forvey. So I think you could go the whole way to Forvey, apart from the Ithen coming out at Newborough, but you could go butcher all the way on the beach. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Here we are at Balmedie, and it's been kind to me today. It certainly has. Didn't start off that way. A little bit of a nod on this rod. I think that's the waves again. Quarter of an hour before high water, and then we'll fish a bit of the tide going back. Having caught a couple of sea trout down there on the bay, Gordon's gone down to give it a try with his spin rod. So I hope he gets something. It'd be really great if he gets one as well. Perfect. He has had some good flounders today, give him that. But he hasn't caught a weaver, has he? Really hard to see if we got a bite. The wind has picked up all of a sudden. I mean, it was predicted, but it's definitely a good offshore wind. Got tide coming in, so it's wind over tide, but it's not too bad at the minute. Probably a message that I've been talking too much because the battery went flat in the camera in the middle of that last session. Not a cloud in the sky. Absolutely wonderful. Just need that rod to move. Come on you fishies.
What's this now?
What's in the bag?
Oh,
What is
that's a lucky bag.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Sunty's bag. Sunty class.
You want to put your hand in the bag and see what you can fetch out?
It's a raffle or something.
Look at that.
That's fine, like.
It is.
Okay.
What do you think
It
that
looks
is?
like. Reminds me, you're in Dairy Lee.
Dairy Lee. Oh well.
A thicking, like.
I think you'll find it's not that.
Okay.
Now then, this
Oh,
is plum cake.
okay.
Plums from the garden.
Lovely jubbly.
Look at that.
Great stuff.
It's all right now. Very nice.
Dat would have been fine with. I'll drop you a custard.
Yeah.
If you custard with you in your bag.
I haven't, no. I'm not Gordon Ramsay, you know.
Not me.
Thank you, Mrs. Another Angle UK. A lovely
Thank you very
cake.
much. Mrs. Another Angle. Boa.
Go on, get the words out.
Another Angle UK, Mrs. Thank you very much. We're just spoiled out here, again.
Yeah, aren't we?
Sun beating down,
Mm.
fresh air, plum cakes and everything.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, spoiled.
Serviette,
No, I'm
just
fine.
clean.
Anything else not bad?
No,
What are you bad?
the never-ending bag is empty.
No, it's here.
We got sand blasting across. It stings your face. So as you can see, the wind turbines are zooming round. The rods are rocking away. It's lucky that we've got these sand dunes behind us just to keep a little bit of wind off. I'm trying something different with this rod. I don't know if you can see, but there's a sandbar just in front of us. But this water here this water in front of us is too deep to walk to the sandbar. So what I've done is this way out here, it's shallower. So I've walked all the way out here, waded, got out to my waist almost, and then cast more or less from where those waves are, cast out, and then walked the rod back in. So the rod is fishing a long way out, certainly way farther than I could cast, and I just walked it all the way out there. Because I think we've got a little hollow here, but I think the fish may have moved out because they don't want to get trapped. But neither of us could cast to the far side of that little sandbank. So we've got one rod fishing now, I think. We'll see what happens with that. So I got it set up on the spike holder. The wind's certainly got hold of it. You know, we'll probably hear it on the microphone, but we're fishing in 30+-mile-an-hour winds. But it's great. It's great. Having an absolute great time. Yeah. So Gordon's just cast from there. You can see how deep he is. And the sandbank is right in front. He's giving us a wave. So he's just gone to as far as he dare, brave man. And he's hopefully cast beyond the sandbar there that you can see. There was definitely a rattle of the bells, which usually signifies... Oh. You okay there? The wind's just blown you, but just managed to catch you. It's gusting quite strong, so I'm going to have to do something with the tripod to make it lower and splay the legs out more to stop it falling over. What was the saying? Yeah, so this one's almost spooled. I think I've had a bite, and well, let's see if we can get a fish. Right, apologies for the weird angle, but what we have here is a dab. I decided, well, I'll pull it in, and and there's a little dab on the bottom there. Let's see if we can do something better with this. Is that better? I don't know what the horizon's like, but anyway, I need to get this unhooked and get it back. So that one's another species for the day. We just let the thing go. So there's the dab. Off he goes. Well, I've enjoyed it today.
I'm going to slope here.
Yeah, whoop.
I think I'm getting far back.
Yeah, don't lean back. I'm the same.
I think you're right for it.
Yeah, you have to sit on the edge of your box.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's been good. Balmedie, enjoyed that.
Great
Yeah.
day again. Aye.
So four species: weaver fish,
Right.
dab, flounder, small flounder,
Sea trout.
and a couple of sea trout.
Right.
So I've enjoyed that.
Really good. You did really well.
Yeah, and you've had a good time too.
Great day.
And it's been nice to get back on the beach, hasn't it? After boat fishing and harbour
Aye.
fishing.
Oh,
I'd forgotten how much the sand gets in everything.
just so now.
My
And my
box pockets are full of sand.
Aye.
Been blowing over here. But that's been good.
It wasn't quite the folk, are we?
Yeah, we've had quite a few people wandering about with dogs and
There's
things.
a streaker. A streaker. Oh, he was just in his drawers.
Yeah,
We got in it already.
yeah.
Good job the camera wasn't pointing that way.
Right, so that was Balmedie. Glad you came along on the adventure.
Yep.
Don't know where we're going next as usual, so thank you for joining us. So it's tight lines from me, Tailwag from D.
And take care, Abdi, and I'll catch you after for me.
See you later. Thanks, bye. It's a trout! It's a trout! Look at that! Yes! Gonna have to get this unhooked. Yes! Sea trout! Gonna hold that really close to the camera for you. It may well be small, but it's very, very welcome because it's got me off the blank. Whoa! The surf's getting up a bit. Let's set it back. Might be a weaver, find out. Yeah, it's a weaver, watch that.
In Scotland, we just grab a hold of them.
Right, apologies for the weird angle, but what we have here is a dab.